Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, they thought it was going to be a simple job. Bust in, grab the girl, get out, get paid. Unfortunately for them, there's more to this little girl than meets the eyes. Tonight's movie, Abigail.
Hello everybody and welcome back to, oh my goodness, another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. Ugh. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh my goodness, yes, after quite the delay, months of shit, stuff, bad things, world-ending events, yada yada. Just whatever. It's over. Whatever. I'm recovering. I'm recovering, and I'm doing as best as I can. And I thought, oh my gosh, I really need to get this done. I really do. So I am so sorry for the delay, but I hope that you will all understand. And so let's get back into it and try to finish this off. So what are we at? Episode number 27. Episode number 27, coming off of a while ago's the suspicious death of a minor, which, you know, it's kind of stretching the horror definition in there, but whatever, I don't care. I get to do whatever I want. So fuck y'all. I can do what I want. So anyways, tonight we are going to another recent horror movie. And this one was a movie I didn't really, wasn't really excited about. And I thought I'd give it a go because A, I was bored, and B, I did hear some things. So, tonight's movie, we are reviewing the movie Abigail. So what is Abigail about? Well, it is about a group of mercenaries, criminal mercenaries, who are hired to abduct this sweet, darling, dancing little girl so that they could take her to an undisclosed mansion and hold her for ransom, because apparently she's the daughter of some big-time big wig, and, well, it's going to be a bunch of money and whatever. Anyways, so they take her, they go to the mansion, and of course they have to remove their cell phones and all that stuff because it can't be tracked, can't be traced, whatever. And all they got to do is just wait there till the end of the night, and they'll get their money. Bada boom, bada bing, easy peasy. Well, unfortunately, they find out that things aren't as what they appear, and that this daughter, her father is some big criminal mega monster, and they are fucking freaking out because, oh my god, if they're just dead, they're gonna be like horribly dead, because this guy's gonna find out who did this, and then they're gonna find them and they're gonna hurt them in such bad ways. So of course, they're like, fuck this, we're bailing out. Unfortunately, they can't escape because the mansion is completely closed, and their only avenue of escape would be to find some way to blow the shit out of it. But anyways, they're not going to do that. So they are trapped in the mansion, and unfortunately for them, they are not very safe inside that mansion, as their precious little hostage is more, I don't know, murderous than they quite know. Will they be able to escape the clutches of death? Or will they all end up dead? I don't know. You'd have to watch the film, right? Yes, anyways. Oh, I mean, I do know what happens, but anyway. Let's get to those scores, shall we? Shit, man, I am so out of practice now. It's like, so, Violence and gore, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. There's one thing that modern movies definitely do well, and that is ratchet up the blood and the gore. And this is no exception. It is very bloody, very gory. There is a dead pit scene that kind of harkens back to Dario Argento's Phenomenon. Anyways, and man, oh, it is definitely a very, very splatterific movie. So 5 out of 5. Shock value, I'm giving this a 2 out of 5. There was some shocking violence in there, but I think that some of the shocks could have been a little bit more punchy if it weren't for the fact that they just sort of give away the essence of the ballerina in the trailers and in the movie. And I thought that it could have done a little bit better and created a bit more impact if they would have, I don't know, kept that kind of under wraps and made it more like, oh no, someone's here and someone's trying to pick us off and we're not sure who it is and we still think we have to keep the girls safe, and they could have played it that way psychologically, but they didn't, and so it suffers in some of the shock value, and it's going to suffer in the next thing, which is plot. I'm giving this a 2 out of 5. Look, it's very standard. We've seen it before. Group of bad guys hired to do a bad thing, and it gets turned on them. And yeah, we've seen that before. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing groundbreaking. And the characters themselves, for the most part, you really don't get much sympathy for them. Even like the main character, the one that we're supposed to be behind, doing this for her son, you still just... she's a nice person, which just sort of doesn't jive with the whole, armed mercenary, kidnapping for hire, criminal underworld type of things that have to happen. And especially, how you would be even considered by any of the other people to be part of this team if, you're not like the hardest edge successful criminal. And I know like there's reasons why they were all picked, but still it feels like a bit of a stretch story-wise, especially for the other characters and their interactions with this person. Plus the fact it's so contrived and it's kind of forced, and it really ruins the ending because you know what's going to happen. It's so predictable, and it's sad because of that. So they had an opportunity to do something interesting and special with it, but they didn't, and so giving it a 2 out of 5. So plot 2 out of 5. Acting, I'm going to give this a solid 3 out of 5. I think the people who did the movie did a very good job. They weren't spectacular, but they were definitely above average, and there were some nice performances. I do like the guy, the quote-unquote leader of the group, the ex-policeman. And, I didn't so much mind the main protagonist, even though very standard, I would say, the performance and the character was. But there's some nice moments, and I enjoyed the performances. So 3 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity, and that is a 0 out of 5. I mean, let's face it. I know that one of the characters was trying to kind of get with another female character in there, and maybe they could have done something, but like honestly, that one character was a complete utter worthless piece of shit, and I probably would have been angry with him if he got some tail, but whatever. Anyways, 0 out of 5. Shoot. Moving on to enjoyment factor, and here comes the surprise. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. I actually enjoyed this movie quite a bit. It was fun. It was stupid. It wasn't anything special, but it was enjoyable. There was some... I think the character interactions were really good, even though the characters were really flat and barely two-dimensional. And... the plot has its issues and it's predictable, but it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie that you just sit down, you watch people get murdered, lots of blood splatter, yada yada. They try to do something interesting toward the end, but it kind of just doesn't work. But overall, it was enjoyable. It didn't feel like a waste of time, and it didn't feel like a waste of money. So, honestly, that's something that is a victory. That is a victory. And not every movie has to, wow you and amaze you and just make your experience totally new. It doesn't have to transcend existence. Sometimes you just want to go, that was fun. That was fun and that was entertaining. Great, Good job. So 3 out of 5. And my overall impression is going to be a 3 out of 5. Yes, it's a really average movie, but it does the things it needs to do well enough to keep you entertained, to keep you watching, to keep you wondering, how this is going to go exactly. I mean, you know how it's going to go, but you want to know how they actually get there. And it's fun. It's a fun movie. You get a bunch of friends, you watch it, you get some popcorn, you get some drinks, you watch it, you have fun, you make fun of the douchebags, you laugh at the deaths, and you have a really, really good time. So that's what this is. It's not anything that's super memorable, but it's not like, oh my God, just like, oh, what am I watching? God, let it be over. No, it's fun. It's fun entertainment, and sometimes you really need that. So overall impression 3 out of 5. That averages out to a 2.6 out of 5, which is not horrible, not great, but just like I said, like it does its job. It does its job. You want to watch a movie. Especially modern day movie that's fun and entertaining, and maybe a little interesting here and there, but you don't really need to think real hard, and you can just sit back and watch and enjoy it. This is the kind of movie that is right there for you. So there you have it, Abigail. Children can be such monsters. See, look, such a missed opportunity, because they could have just sort of played with that a little bit more and would have added a little bit more depth to the experience and elevated horror. Anyways, could have elevated the entire experience, but it didn't. But it was fine. It did its job. So even though it had those problems, it overcame those problems by just being entertaining. And sometimes that's the most important thing, is, are you entertaining? See, this is a movie that I will watch again. And there are some movies that I might never watch again that are technically better than this movie, but not quite as entertaining. So, there you have it. Abigail! Alright, everyone, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Did you like Abigail? Did you not like it? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? How y'all doing? It's been a while, like I said. All right, I'm alive, obviously, and I'm, trying to get it done. So, yeah, that's it. So, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that other stuff, notification, ding, ding, yada, yada. And I will see you next time on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. I might actually be able to finish this before the next. If there is going to be a next, I don't know. It's hard to say nowadays. It's definitely hard to say. I am not getting any younger, people. And life is definitely starting to hit me a lot harder than it has been in the last several years. So, with that said, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all doing good. And I will see you next time. So remember, internet, to stay scary, and I will see you again. And also, if you're going to take a job, and that job is going to be like kidnapping, and there seems to be this big, scary boogeyman in the crime world, I don't know, you might actually research the job enough to make sure that this child is not their daughter. I mean, because, like, you know, you want to avoid the whole that thing. And plus, you know, it seemed like too good to be true or whatever. Or you know, and then you have the characters like, oh, wait, this is a kid? You know, I'm not sure about this. And then seeing that, at that point, you know, if you're really that moral, upstanding person that you're trying to be in this movie, you should probably be like, you know what? We're not, no kids. You know, no kids. Sorry. Goodbye. Adios. Goodbye. Gone. See ya. The end. No more movie. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just saying. I got nothing. Bah.